Welcome Sagittarius, Capricorn, to your Astrodice reading for April. Welcome back all subscribers. Anyone new, welcome, welcome. Okay, friends, let's see what's going on with you this month. Best towels. Over here is some Mercury coming out into the 4th house with some, what's that, Capricorn energy. Nice. Staying in your own energy over here. I really like that. Talking about that Mercury, we're talking about having a lot of communication. So how you think, communicate, write, talk, and travel this month. So talking about that 4th house. Remember, we're just talking about the 4th house. So doing it Capricorn style over here. The energy around you is serious, materialistic, hardworking, bestows shrewdness, and cautious ambition. So it does feel like for a lot of you, you definitely are traveling. I actually do see you actually traveling out of the country, traveling to other states, doing a lot of travel. Be communicating with travel agents, you know, things of this nature as well, hotels, car dealerships, things like this. But there's also this hard-working type of materialistic feeling also going around you, also Sag Cap, that's talking about communicating on maybe buying things, getting things done, really having this overall picture over here of the things that you really need for your, your home and your house. So it could be like, redecorating, doing anything like this, but really talking about this. And you might even have some kind of party or housewarming or something going on, because I do see this huge get together with a lot of people surrounding you. And it was because of all the hard work that you have put in, but it doesn't slow you down any. If anything, it's pushing you to the level to want to continue to do this hard work, as you have almost kind of like the chariot coming through is really what it kind of feels like, as you're really moving forward at high speeds this month, trying to get things done. Let's see what's going on. So a lot going on for you this month. When it comes to the 4th house, could be doing it for loved ones, going to visit relatives, things of this nature. Okay, let's see. And getting straight into the situation is taking place in the beginning of the month, the middle of the month, and the end of the month. What's going on over here? You definitely have the victory, and that's not really that moving forward with the victory, feeling like you are very victorious at the very beginning of the month, not having any kind of self-doubt, really putting all this shrewdness and hard work to the test over here. And that's really what it feels like too. It's like I'm putting it to the test to see how far this can really go. And really within the victory of the communication, if you felt like someone in your home or your family you were having hard communications with, you're going to find that you're going to have a better victory with them, not holding on to anything that keeps you down or makes you feel stuck within this relationship or communication with them. Definitely. And it almost feels like you've kind of knocked the barriers down. So if they did make you feel like you were stuck or you didn't know how to actually say something to them, maybe you wanted to get something out in the open in the beginning of the month, it's definitely coming out into the open. And it's crazy because look at that, you get to move forward within the situation. So if you felt like there was any kind of dark cloud that was clouding the situation within the 4th house, you can now feel like the days are brighter, shinier, as you're really moving into that new direction, really leaving that old energy behind and those old problems and situations behind. Wow. Bringing in the 7 of Cups. So acknowledging kind of over here as you're really kind of getting past this with the Capricorn over here, acknowledging that there are other things that are coming through, and you're really moving up the ladder over here, really hard working towards this situation and really making space. It feels like you're kind of building a space for yourself to be able to do new things and really starting to really move around. So definitely not feeling like you're stuck anymore within that situation. Wow. for the Ten of Cups. There's that victory again. So really breaking out of any kind of old habit, or maybe you even had a habit of not wanting to open up to them. Maybe you kind of made it a habit to kind of ignore the situation, and now you're kind of bringing that situation to light, which is actually fixing the whole situation. So it's almost like you're kind of, I don't know, kind of like breaking a mold over here in the beginning of the month when it comes to this. And this is also could be helping you also travel as well, like I said, because it does feel like for a lot of you in the beginning of the month, you might be doing some actual traveling. Maybe you actually are traveling towards someone you hadn't talked to for a while. Maybe you know that cousin's going to be there that you just didn't want to break the ice with. And now you're going to have the understanding and the ability to do what has maybe need to be done for quite a while. However it is, take it how it resonates. In the mid-month, you do have the Temperance over here. You're going to find yourself very patient when it comes to communication, and that means you're going to be more patient with people. You know, if people aren't calling right away, you're going to give them a little more leeway. You know, if it feels like they're kind of rattling on and they're getting on your nerves a little bit, you're going to find a little more patience to just listen as you are becoming more self-confident within the situation. And this is because there's kind of a limelight and a glow going around you where you're not feeling, you know, like you need to hold anything, right? It's just because there's this change that's going on around you in the 4th house where you felt like it was unsatisfactory, but now I'm going to go ahead and pay attention to the situation. If you were withholding something that had to do within the home itself, the house, right, itself, and something has broken or it's become an Amityville horror house over here, and it's like nickel and diming you to death, it does feel like waiting for people to come to assist you to fix the electricity or the plumbing or whatever it is. You're going to find yourself being more patient, waiting for them to show up, because it does feel like it's nerve-wracking. Maybe they didn't do it, you know, right the first time, and now you actually are going to be able to get this fixed. Yeah. And this is because you feel like you're in more control of the situation than maybe you had been within any kind of situation before. Whatever the communication is, you're in control of the communication. And maybe that's another thing. If you've been sitting around waiting for someone to, you know, apologize or break the ice or call and make that, you know, pick up that phone, text, whatever it is, you're making the first move this time. You're actually saying, okay, that's fine. I'm not going to wait anymore. I'm going to start this. And you're going to find that you're going to have great results by the end of the month for this situation. But you also start seeing it in the very beginning of the month. So if you've already broke the mold in the beginning of the month, you can only imagine what the end of the month is going to look like, right? Because you're not going to be holding back on anything, continuing to take control of the situation. Not only you have it with the 4 of Coins, but you also have it with the Queen of Wands, saying, I am in control of this situation. And maybe you are also getting creative about what you're doing and how you're communicating also with this person. So very nice about that. And I love that because it's showing no more self-doubt, only self-confidence, and really offering that self-confidence and that communication and hard work to yourself. So I'm also seeing, you know, because we're talking about the Capricorn over here within this area. So it's saying this Capricorn is keeping you very, but kind of cautious in his own way as well. I think the cautiousness is really coming out of the way the communication is really being made. Waiting for maybe any kind of red flags or anything like that to make sure that they are continuing to move towards you and say, you know, kind of do what they say they're going to do, right? So, and it's kind of like really watching that, but you are watching the progression of the situation come through. So anything that you felt like you were struggling to get through, you now find that it is being done. You're actually seeing things come to light. No more disappointments in that area. That's nice. So the plumber's actually going to make it. Here they actually come in the mid-month as they said they were going to. Nice. This is going to give you the extra strength also, once again, within the communication and the way that you're traveling towards people, traveling on the outside world, however it is, if you're actually traveling towards someone else's home, going on vacation, or somebody is traveling towards you at your home to stay with you. There's that travel again, guys, right? Taking the leap of faith, the travel, the risk. So you definitely feel like at the end of the month you have broken through some boundaries, and it makes you even a little more risky to go to even maybe the next level. Because it just feels like you don't want to just stand around. You're going to start feeling a little more adventurous. The Fool is a very adventurous person, so you're really going to start feeling that Sag energy really come out during the end of the month, where you're going to feel like you want to go be more adventurous. It's time to really travel. It's really time to, do some things. With the Death card, this is because it's saying you've let go of what needed to let go. All the forgiveness is done. There's been maybe some mercy conversations, touche. I'm feeling the same way, touche to you, type of energy, however it's going to go down. But however it is, it's something that actually has gotten that monkey off the back, to where you can transform into feeling like you have this fresh new beginning where you can start, kind of a new journey over here. And it does feel like if you need any kind of assistance or anything, at the end of the month, you will have that great communication, and where people will come in and offer their assistance, or you could actually offer assistance to them. So, yeah. Yeah, because you could have this King of Pentacles around you who could be a Taurus, doesn't have to be, but you may feel like maybe you do have to support them, or, give them some kind of I don't know, there's some kind of maybe emotional support with the Moon coming in that you need to now kind of focus on them, because it does feel like wherever you kind of reconciled over here, you're kind of feeling it over here. So you might have to kind of quickly, make sure that they feel okay, and that, they know, hey, crap happens type of scenario. But it does feel like there is definitely this big turnaround. Maybe they are not, when you broke the ice with them, maybe they don't like the idea that they're guilty, type of scenario, and they know they dropped the ball. But there is definitely this compassion coming through and a lot of support. So definitely having that. Some of you even have some kind of inheritance coming through with the fourth house. You might be inheriting a house. Wow. And so very nice. Or allowing someone to stay at your house because they know they have dropped the ball in their own life. So there is sort of a defensive piece on their end over here, but it does feel like they do need your help, though, Sag Cap, in this situation. Okay, so just feel like you're the dependable person that they really want to, lean on. And this is because you're opening up to the opportunities, because the relationship has now a more stable communication than it had in the past. Okay, so very nice. Okay, and that was it for you, my friends. Until next time, peace and love. Bye.